Hey guys, it's Monica. I have decided to change my intro a little bit. So instead of being like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, I think I'm gonna go, hey guys, it's Monica, welcome back to my channel, or something like that. Because that way, if there's anybody new visiting or hopefully staying in the YouTube family, or whatever we're gonna call it, then obviously I would like to tell you guys who I am. So, I'm Monica. Hi. So today's video is going to be not makeup related. Today I'm going to be getting into things more about me, or like, about my life, or maybe my opinions or stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of feedback from some people saying that they want to see more of who I actually am, and while I do think there's, a line between sharing with you guys who I am and, sharing everything about my life, I do want to share some of it with you. I'll keep a lot of things private, just like anybody normally would, but I did want to kind of introduce you guys, or reintroduce you guys to who I am, and then tell you some things that you probably don't know about me because I have never said anything. So I wrote it down. I have a whole list of things I'm going to talk about. It's going to hit some pretty serious topics, and then it's going to hit some pretty not so serious topics. It's going to hit topics all over the board. I toyed with this idea for a while, and I finally thought, you know what, it's time for me to share a little bit more about myself. None of this is supposed to be offensive. It shouldn't come off that way, but I don't know, some people are really sensitive, and so I'm just putting that out there. Disclaimer, if I offend you, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I just want to, introduce you to me, share a little bit of my opinions on certain things. Nothing super serious. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. My eyeshadow is extremely strong today. I'm wearing the Tati Beauty palette, actually. There's gonna be some videos using that coming up. I didn't intend for it to be this strong, but you know what, that's fine. I did go to TJ Maxx and Target, obviously, because I love those places. And I felt like when I walked in, because I don't really wear this kind of eyeshadow a lot, especially super colored. If I wore really strong eyeshadow, it would be more smoky, not pink and purpley. So yeah, I thought people were staring at me wow, that girl's wearing a lot of makeup. And I'm trying a different foundation, so I was really insecure. I was oh gosh, these people are gonna think I'm weird. Or wow, she's wearing a lot of makeup for no reason, and she's wearing leggings, which is pretty much every day of my life. But anyway, it's completely not related to anything that we're talking about. So I'm calling this video Spilling the Tea on me. So in parentheses, I'm spilling all of the tea that you need to know about. Sweet tea, because I'm from the South, and yeah, I generally like to think I'm a nice person, a sweet person. The first thing I'm going to talk about is things I want to improve about myself in 2020. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Carrie Underwood's, and she has her this workout line or whatever, and one of the quotes that she has on one of the t-shirts that she's selling is, set intentions, not resolutions, because a lot of people are I'm going to lose weight this year, I'm going to drink more water, and then it doesn't happen because it's a resolution. So these are my intentions for 2020. I know we are well into 2020 now, decently. It's February, so I am a little bit later getting to it, but that's because some of these topics I was hesitant to talk about. But, so, things I want to improve about myself in 2020, speaking of drinking more water, I want to drink more water. I went through this period, I was dating somebody that I didn't like, and I feel so bad because I brought this person up a couple times on my channel. I'm not trying to, but during this time, I was in a really weird place in my relationship, so I started throwing everything, all my energy into eating better, drinking better, and I did, and then I started dating somebody I actually like. So I kind of let it slip, and I want to, I've always been relatively healthy in terms of I really like healthy snacks, but I suck at drinking water. I like water, but it makes me bloat. That sounds like such a weird excuse. It makes me bloat, it makes me uncomfortable, but I realize that if you drink more of it, it's probably not going to do that as much. I've heard that. And plus, I just need to be more hydrated, and it's going to help my skin, because water helps everything. So I definitely want to drink more water. This is a weird one. I want to take care of my eyelashes and my lips, so I want to condition them. I want to maybe put castor oil on my eyelashes or something like that, or something conditioning, because I'm putting mascara on them pretty much every single day of my life. So what I want to do is like condition them at night, just like I condition my skin per se at night after I wear like makeup. I also just want to wear more lip balms and stuff like that for my lips. I'm looking into like the Laneige lip sleeping mask because everybody talks about it. And though I don't have like severe dry skin, I have dry patches because I have combination skin and my lips are in one of those dry patches, if that makes sense. So I want to take care of them when I sleep or even just in general throughout the day. I started off with lighter things for my intentions for 2020, but I'm getting into more serious. So I want to improve my negative qualities. So the number one negative quality about me that I notice is that I get really worked up over small things. Like, I'm not talking about like I get mad. I get like anxiety or something. Like if something small happens and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I start thinking, like, I'm an optimistic person for other people. Like, I'm always like the person like, oh my gosh, you're gonna do great. You're fantastic. Don't let anything hold you back. And then with myself, I'm like, I can't do anything. I suck. And so like, I don't want to be like that. I want to encourage myself, and I want to not get worked up. Like, I cry a lot. Like, that's like my physical response to everything. Something's happy, oh my gosh. Something's sad, oh my gosh. I'm mad, oh my gosh. Like, I cry at everything. If it's like a scenario where I get anxiety or worked up, that's my first initial response. So I just want to not do that as much. I'm improving that. So I don't want to be so sensitive, kind of goes hand in hand with getting worked up over small things. I have had multiple relationships in my life where I have been taken advantage of, and then people have hurt my feelings on purpose. And it's not even just with romantic relationships, it's any kind of relationship where people, like, I'm the person who like gives people infinite amount of chances. And so if they hurt me, like they say something mean, it hurts my feelings. I kind of get walked all over occasionally, not by everybody, but I have before, and so it's caused me to be sensitive. I do want to stress, I have been through some things in my life that have caused the sensitivity, but I've also been really strong throughout them. And so I don't want people to link with like being sensitive with not being strong. If you cry, it does not mean you are not strong. I'm just saying that. I think that that is misconstrued by a lot of people, especially if they haven't been through like situations that are as extreme as others' situations. So just putting that out there. I don't want to be so hard on myself. I'm super critical. We're going to dive into that in a second. So that is one thing. I don't want to be so critical of myself because I'm horribly critical of myself. I want to appreciate my positive qualities. I am extremely compassionate, loving. I go above and beyond for people that I care about, friends, Thomas, family. Like, it's important to me, and I want to appreciate that I do stuff like that. So we're going to rewind it a little bit and talk about what I mean by don't be so hard on myself. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I do, as a person on the internet, want to kind of explain to you what everybody feels. I feel like everybody feels this way somewhat. So I am extremely insecure. I know every girl is, okay? Everybody's like, yeah, well, you're like everybody else in the world, right? Well, I've had a lot of instances in my life that have really like drug the self-esteem right out of me. So like I am not critical of others. I'm not judgmental of others. I accept for the most part, unless somebody like, kills somebody. But if somebody makes a mistake or messes up, I'm really understanding. If I mess up or I make a mistake or I don't think I can do something because I've like been told that by other people or I've been telling myself that, I just keep going on that train. You're never going to get anything done. You're never going to do anything. You're never going to succeed. I don't want to do that anymore. And the thing that I was thinking of the other day when I was like thinking of this list of things I'm going to talk to you guys about was, why is it that we can love so unconditionally other people? Like, unconditionally. I love you no matter what. But when it comes to ourselves, we're mean to ourselves. Like, it's almost like we don't love ourselves unconditionally. Not everybody. I hope some people do. That it gives us hope. But, like, for me, I love everybody in my life unconditionally, regardless of what they've done, what they will do in the future. But with me, if I mess up on one little thing, I'm like, well, I suck. Like, that's how my mind works. I suck. I don't deserve this. And, the thing is that's not true. I deserve just as much opportunity and pretty much anything I put my mind to and work for, I deserve that. and I can do things, and I need to tell myself that, and Thomas is helping me on this. But, you know, in order to completely succeed at this task of trying to, you know, deal with my self-esteem and my insecurity issue, I have to constantly, you know, I'm going to have to constantly remind myself, and there might be a couple times when I get down, but that's what surrounding yourself with other encouraging, supportive people is all about. And so, yeah, I'm really trying to love myself unconditionally. On other notes, besides just like, you know, that's kind of like scratching the surface, things I am insecure about, my skin. So I know that there are several people who have like severe cystic acne that is so much worse than my skin. I am so sorry. I know that is extremely painful, not only physically, but you beat yourself up for it, and you're afraid that other people are going to like make fun of you for it. I didn't have cystic acne, but I had moderate to severe acne for a really long time. I still get breakouts, and it's really hard for me because I beat myself up. I have blackheads, I have larger pores around this area, and thank goodness for YouTube and makeup, because, you know, that can help me become, you know, at least a little bit more confident in myself. But I'm trying to appreciate myself, you know, without anything on. And it's harder for me. It's getting a little easier. It helps to be with somebody and to have people in your life that, you know, tell you, oh, you look beautiful without makeup. You don't need it. I know that you like it, but you don't need it. So, yeah, I'm like breathing really hard. I'm like nervous or something. I don't know. It's hard admitting that you're insecure about certain things, but the reality of it is I want to tell you guys this stuff because if there's somebody out there who's also insecure with this stuff, you are not alone, and you are beautiful without makeup on. Just letting you know that. So I'm working on it myself, and I hope maybe this encourages other people to work on it themselves, to love themselves, like inside, outside, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really insecure with my acne that it doesn't look like I have because I have makeup on. But my skin in general, like, there's just a lot of stuff I would change if I could, but I can't. I can keep it at bay, but, you know, sometimes you just have a breakout. And I have really sensitive skin, so it's pretty much bound to happen. I'm also not completely secure in my body. I am sure there's going to be so many people who are like, what do you mean, Monica? Like, what do you mean? It's not that I think that I am fat. I don't think I'm fat. I don't weigh very much. I'm 5'2", okay? My weight ranges from about 107 to like 110. That's what I'm at now. That's not fat at all. But, you know, there are always parts on our bodies that we hate. And for me, I don't like part of my legs because I carry a lot of my weight in my rear and my upper thighs. And, you know, being short and having curves it can, you know, you might have a couple of like cellulite things here, bumps here, stretch marks here. I don't have stretch marks. I have a little bit of cellulite. I hate admitting this. Oh my gosh. But it's not that bad. And like, you know, when you're looking at stuff in the mirror, you're like, it sucks. Oh my gosh. Like, that's the worst ever. But like, it's really not as bad as you think it is because you're fixating on that. And it's almost like when you look at it in the mirror, it multiplies. And you're like, it's so awful. The thing is like, I don't know what the actual statistic is, like, off the top of my head, but I know it's somewhere from like 90 to 95% of women have cellulite, and it doesn't mean you're fat. It's just like, that just comes with the territory of being a woman. Some men have it too. It's definitely a lot more common in women. But I hate admitting this. We all have it. I have it a little bit, or maybe we don't all have it. I don't know. If you have it, I have it too. So we can love our bodies together, even if, you know, we don't think it's perfect. We're not going to always think that we are perfect, but we might as well love ourselves for what we have and what we are. So on to like improving in 2020. The ways that I would like society to improve. I have a couple of ways. I think that people are extremely judgmental, and like, I don't know why. And it's not even just like, you know, people of a certain age. Everybody is judgmental. It's like, well, you know, she is beautiful, but like, did you see her nose? I hate that. Like, we all do it. We all like have something bad to say about somebody else. And it usually comes from a place of jealousy. And I know that I've done that before, and I hate admitting that. I'm much better at it now. I'm still working on it. I still like do it occasionally. But, you know, we're supposed to be lifting each other up and not, you know, being like, well, she's pretty, but oh, well. Or, you know, there's something wrong with her here. You know what? there's something wrong with all of us in terms of, like, we all have our flaws, so don't fixate on somebody else's. You know, if you really want to get down and deep, I think we all need to focus on what we can improve about ourselves to be our best selves. So I think that society should just stop being so judgmental. Oh, yeah. Stop cancel culture. I don't even understand this, and there was a lot of it last year and in 2018, and it, like, what does that even mean? Like, oh, well, you did this one small thing, you're canceled. I don't even think that that is grammatically correct or whatever. Like, a person cannot be canceled. Something that they're doing can be canceled, like going to an appointment. I'm getting into the technicalities of things. But I don't like that. I don't like that we cancel people all the time for mistakes they make. We all make mistakes. I don't think that we deserve to be canceled over them. I think it's silly and a giant freaking waste of time. So I'm just saying, you know, stop the cancel culture. Just try to be accepting of everybody and try to understand that people make mistakes and not everybody can be perfect all the time. Stop the negativity that goes with both of those. You know, just be positive if you can. I know that there is a lot of stuff happening in the world, and there always has been pretty much, but just try to make the best of everything. And I think that society has a really nasty way of fixating or focusing on the absolute worst things ever, like people's lives, the world. I understand that there are problems in the world and we need to fix those and work together, but I don't want the world to be full of hate. And it's very negative sometimes, and I don't like that, and I think that maybe needs to change. I know that I'm talking about this as if I have any control over it whatsoever. I don't. I'm just more vocalizing what I could help improve in society in 2020. I don't understand social media. This kind of goes with, like, everything I just talked about. People are really strange on social media to me, like, even like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I don't know, whatever. People, like, especially for those of, like, us in the public eye, celebrities, higher YouTubers, like more popular ones, bloggers, people feel the need to go in there and comment something mean, like, well, you're ugly, or why haven't you fixed this about yourself? You have, like, a snaggletooth. Why don't you get Invisalign? You know you can afford that now. Shut up. Like, nobody needs your opinion. Nobody asked for your opinion. I think we should all lift each other up, and I think it's really annoying seeing those kind of comments. I would never comment anything like that. I don't really comment a lot anyway, but when I do, it's a positive comment, or it's like answering a question like, what do you guys want to see in this video? Okay, I'll answer that. Or, wow, you look so beautiful today. Or, wow, I really love your makeup. Whatever. You know, I'm so sick of the stupid negativity everywhere. It's online, it's in the real world, like, oh, it's so annoying, just stop it. Sorry, I'm very passionate. This is one of those things that I wasn't sure if I should talk about, but I'm going to, because I know that people will ask me and have asked me. So, this is in regards to my channel and just my online presence, Instagram, everything like that. So, why I'm not going to talk about politics ever. You know what, I understand it's freedom of speech and people can voice their opinion. That is their prerogative. I personally just don't want to put it out there. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm ashamed. It just has to do with the fact that my YouTube channel is not a political channel. I don't want it to be a political channel. I don't want it to be where that is why people watch me or why people don't watch me or whatever. I just want it to be about lifestyle and makeup and vlogging and here's what I do on a Tuesday or something like that. You know, that's one of those things that I'm just going to keep that door shut because it's not, you know, people sometimes let politics run so much of their lives, and I just want this channel to be fun. I want it to be all about, like, you know, the positive things and not all about politics and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't want to share my political views. I don't want to influence anybody else's political views. I don't want to, so I'm not going to, probably ever. Alright, this was, gosh, we're like getting into like serious stuff. This is one of those other ones that I wasn't sure I was going to bring up. So, I started my channel in late May of last year, if I'm remembering right. I think it was May 31st. And I have been toggling this in my head. Like, should I share? Should I not? Whatever. So, I'm deciding to share because I have found myself maybe almost saying something in a video, like, in regards to, like, what I'm about to bring up. It's not a bad thing. But, like, my religious beliefs. So, this is one of those things that I'm going to say now and be like, yeah, I hear my religious beliefs, but this is not in any way me trying to influence yours. I don't want to really, my channel's not about that either, so I'm not going to focus on it in my channel, but, like, it just, morally, I just feel like I should, and if you also have a channel, and you feel like you should, and it's different than mine, or it's the same as mine, that's fine. This is what I'm doing. I'm sharing. I'm like stumbling because I don't want people to get mad at me. I'm sharing this because I feel like I should. With this, I know I just talked about how I don't want my political views out there. That is a lot more of a war zone, and whatever my political views are should not be any of your business, in my opinion. But my religious beliefs, they are important to me, and I do feel like it might be okay for me to be like, hey, I'm a da-da-da, or I'm a blah-blah-blah. Very good. After all of that, I am a Christian. And, I didn't know if I should say anything because I don't want to offend people, but just remember that I'm not trying to tell you what to believe. I'm just simply stating that that is what I am, and that's how I was raised, that's how I plan on raising my future children. And so, yeah, that's it. I felt like I should, I guess. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, fine. But I'm just letting you know. Alright. So, the next thing I'm going to discuss is why I do not cuss on my channel. Alright. So, a lot of YouTubers now use a lot of cuss words. Curse words, whatever you want to call them. But I don't, and I don't really ever intend to, because first of all, I don't really cuss in my own life anyway. It feels almost like foreign if like I do say a word and I'm like, that's not right, like that's not me. So I'm gonna stay true to myself, and I'm not gonna cuss on my channel. And aside from that, I want my channel to be a place everybody can go to, like children, teenagers. My fiance's mom and sister watch me, and I don't want to be spewing out a bunch of words. So I don't want it to be like really vulgar or just where every other word is one. And I'm not telling other people how to do it. I'm just saying that I'm not going to. I never intend to. I don't. And the reason why is because it's not really me. And I want this channel to be where everybody can come and learn about some makeup, learn about some lifestyle tips, vlogs, whatever. But I'm just not going to cuss on my channel. So speaking of children, when do I want them? This is often a question that comes right after, oh my gosh, you're engaged, yeah, you're getting married, when are you having kids? Okay, let me just start off. I love kids. I adore them. So, obviously I want kids. I do not want them right now. I am 23 years old. Thomas is 28. So, my biological time clock still has some time left. Maybe 1.5 to 2 years. I want to get my degree, be a little bit more established in my own life. And I'm just not ready to have a kid yet. I just want to, enjoy my life with Thomas. And, when that time comes, it will come. And that's it, pretty much. 1.5 to 2 years. Okay, let's talk about some unpopular opinions I have. Some of these are serious and some of them are not. I hate ASMR. Like the ones where people are like whispering into a microphone. I think that's creepy. I hate that sound. I don't know what it is, but like it's really popular. Everybody's like ASMR, ASMR, ASMR. And I'm like, ugh, like it makes my skin crawl. I don't know why. I don't like whispering videos. It freaks me out. It creeps me out. It sounds like, I don't know what it is exactly about it. It just creeps me out. It makes my skin crawl. I don't like it. I love black licorice. Thomas and I make jokes all the time that I'm like actually an old person stuck in a young person's body because I love old-fashioned candy like black licorice, which most people hate, circus peanuts, which most people hate, candy corn, which most people hate, or some people hate at least. So yeah, like those are like some of my favorites. I of course like millennial style too. Like I really like those little airhead bite things. Those are really good, and Skittles and all candy because I'm actually like such a sweet tooth. Monica and Chandler are my example of a couple that I would follow. Monica and Chandler are the perfect couple, not Ross and Rachel. I do not think Ross and Rachel have a healthy relationship. I love them together because I love Friends, a ton. But Ross and Rachel have a really unhealthy, toxic relationship towards each other, especially at the beginning, which is when we really see them together. And at the end, they get back together and we don't see them. So who knows what happens after that. But yeah, and that's probably unpopular. So a lot of people follow like the thing to get revenge when somebody screws them over, or a nicer to put it, hurts them, hurts their feelings. I want to maintain what I do, which is like, I still want to forgive people. I don't want to get revenge. That doesn't make me feel better ever. I've never wanted to get revenge for anybody who has hurt me in the past. So yeah. Oh, parenting stuff, which I'm obviously an expert at since I have so many kids. But anyway, I don't think that kids should have a cell phone until they're like 13. I think that these kids walking around with a cell phone at like 8 years old, I'm like, what are you doing? You need to go outside and play. You're going to regret that, because it actually can hinder them, in my opinion, and it can hinder relationships because they'll be so attached to their cell phone that they won't even know how to like be physically with other people. So yeah, we're getting into my more personal stuff. Obviously my wedding is coming up in less than 2 months. Oh my gosh, I just got the invitations out, which was the biggest thing on my list, and we got some stuff left. I gotta finalize, like get my hair done before for a trial run to make sure it's what I want, who I want to do it. I've got to pin down exactly what makeup look I'm going to do, because I am typically an indecisive person. This is not my makeup look for my wedding. I want to go soft, but I want something to last all day, and I'm trying to find the perfect nude lip, which I'm on the hunt for. I have to go search for it at Sephora and Ulta after this, because I've looked at drugstores everywhere, and I can't find it. Somebody help me. Help a girl out. What is a perfect, like, pinky nude brownie, like, light, but not invisible nude lipstick for blondes? Help me out. Thomas and I, oh my gosh, we just booked our trip for our honeymoon, and we are going to Italy, the Amalfi Coast in Italy. I'm so freaking pumped. Like, this has been in the works for a while. We didn't book it until later for various reasons, but I'm so excited. It's officially booked. We are leaving March 30th. I might vlog a little bit on there. I haven't decided if I want to completely put my phone down the whole time and be like, no. I definitely am so excited. Oh, like, I wanted to go to Italy my whole life. I've been out of the country, but not to Europe. I've only been to, like, Canada, the Bahamas, stuff like that. So I'm super, super pumped. So excited. So back into, like, more of, like, the serious stuff. My ambitions, what do I see for myself in the future? So I have a lot of ambitions for myself, in that, like, I want to be a great mom. I want to be the best mom I can be, the best wife I can be, and I'm going to try to do that every single day. The one reason that I didn't mention before that I don't want to have kids for a while is I want to establish, like, a husband and wife relationship with Thomas, like, before we jump into having kids. So I just want it to be us, so we can figure that kind of stuff out together, and I just want to be the best I can be. I also want to be the best at my job that I can be, and further myself in my career if possible. All of the typical stuff, you know. Yeah. Alright guys, so I hope you guys liked this video. I wanted to put a more personal video in here rather than another makeup video, because I've done a ton of those with a lot of new releases and stuff like that. And I really wanted to just jump into, like, you know, who I am, let you guys see a little bit more of me and understand a little bit more of me. And with some of, like, the stuff I talked about, I hope it helps you, makes you feel like, you know, you're not alone, like with insecurities or anything like that. And yeah, I'm happy I recorded this video. I hope you guys subscribe and continue to watch my videos. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell down below, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I just said subscribe. But also leave a comment. Remember that you can contact me and follow me on socials. All that stuff is linked in the description box below. So, yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!